Hey creative friends, so today I thought I'd share with you the 8 ways that help me find my style. Now I'm not saying that I have found my style and that I'm there already. Definitely not. I'm still growing, still evolving. But these are the little things that I realize very clearly, be confident to paint something and feel, yeah, that is my style. And I can't wait to share this with you. You may be surprised to hear what I have to say. I have watched tons of teachers explaining how to find your style, and I feel like what I'm going to share is going to offer something a little bit different. Let's get started. So the first way I feel that helped me find my style was really consuming so much art, and not just watercolor art. I was so interested in acrylics, in abstract, in oil, so different medium. I was also sort of like taking in film and graphic design, and I was really just consuming art of every area, every genre, and I didn't want to put myself in a box that said I'm just gonna only learn from watercolor artists and look at watercolor art. I think that really helped me just grow and expand in all ways, and you will naturally take what you like from each thing that you observe and that you consume and put it into your own style. So that is definitely the first advice. Do not just limit yourself to your kind of art. The second advice I want to give you is copy. Yes, copy. Imitate and do tons and tons of online tutorials if that's how you learn how to do art like I did. Just copy the masters, copy the people you admire, copy the artists that you just adore and love so much. At the beginning, of course, I was very happy to learn with online tutorials and things like that, but slowly and slowly, I started to get a little bit nervous about copying, because I'm like, well, if I keep copying, how am I ever going to develop my style? Well, the thing is, you actually do somehow, because while you are imitating a master, you are actually just reflecting back your preference, and you will take in subconsciously all the wonderful things that you are learning and copying from people. So don't be afraid to copy, is what I'm saying. If you take art at college level, there will be master classes where you're encouraged to sit down and paint a Van Gogh or to paint a Cezanne, and it's when you're copying a great artist that's when you actually learn the techniques and the style. So yes, copy. That's number 2. So the third thing is leaning into the techniques that you love doing. So if it's using big, sploshy, wet painting that you really enjoy and that you love, do more of that. If it's small, fine detail and going in with a really small brush and outlining everything, and that's what you love, that technique, lean into that. Don't force yourself too much to do something you're not comfortable with. Do the techniques that you enjoy, and your style will evolve because you keep doing the things you like. Keep doing the techniques that you enjoy. Now the next one is a follow-up from the previous one, and it's to use the colors you love. Lean into the colors that inspire you. Make sure your palette is full of the colors you enjoy, right? Some people love more muted, earthy, sort of toned down, soft pastel-y colors, and some people just love intense, bright, vibrant, and then even within the vibrant section, some people love more greens and blues and cool jewel tones, and some people love that warm pinky hues. So seriously, there is no scientific reason why we are drawn to certain colors. We just do, in your heart. Use the colors you love. And because colors actually makes up a huge part of an artist's style, isn't it? You just can't help it. So stop listening to teachers that say, no, you only need to use the 3 primary colors to mix everything. And stop the teachers say, no, you have to use a certain black or you have to use a certain brown to achieve blah, blah, blah. Just experiment, go crazy. Just choose the colors you love, and the style will emerge through those colors. The next one is to just really choose the subjects that you love painting, right? So if you know me by now, I love flowers. Flowers are my jam. I tried abstract, I tried landscape, I tried painting animals, and I just keep going back to flowers because flowers just speaks to my heart. My heart paints in flowers for some reason. So, really just keep painting the subjects you love. Keep painting the things that inspire you. Don't listen to the people who are telling you, no, you have to, be a generalist, you have to expand and learn everything, be versatile as an artist, as an illustrator. Sure, you can do that, and there are parts of earning a living as an artist where you have to sort of try different things and sometimes do the things you don't love. But we're talking about developing your style, developing a look that you want to have, something that people will go, yes, that is you, that's Crystal, that's Sue, that is Joe. Immediately identify your style and just keep painting the subjects you love, and people will hire you to paint those subjects. All right, point number 6, all right? This one is to realize that your style is not a destination, but an evolving process. I do see some artists out there that once they arrive at a style where everyone loves, they share it on Instagram, and it got the most likes on my posts, the most likes and the most shares and views. Somehow they feel the pressure to keep producing art of that style, to continue to please, to be a crowd pleaser, and they don't want to do anything different, or they're scared to. And I feel really, really sorry for artists who do that, because that's when all the inspiration is killed, when you don't feel the joy, when you don't feel the fun of experimenting and doing something new anymore. Your style is an evolution, it is a process. And when you have true fans that love you for your style, they will continue to support you even if you try something different or try something new, for sure. And the people who leave, then leave, they're not your true fan. Surely and seriously, if you look at all the great artists in the past, if you've been to any exhibition of, let's say, Picasso or Van Gogh, you will see that their style evolves through their whole art career. Art is an exploration, it's a journey, and so is your style. It's so many layers of you in a painting, and so it doesn't have to look like that. It can look a ton of different ways. As long as it's from you, it's from your unique point of view, your unique movement, your unique take on things, it will be your style. Point number 7 I want to make is a wonderful quote by Andy J. Pizza. He's a graphic design illustrator, and in one of the Skillshare classes that he gave called How to Find Your Style, there was a quote which the moment I heard it was like, yes, so true. And the quote is, your style is your version of perfection. I'll say it again. Your style is your version of what you find perfection is. And I love that so much, because that is it. Every day when we paint, every day when we go to our art and we want to create something, we want to create something nice. We want to create something good. But what is good and nice differs from person to person, right? Like what you find beautiful might not be what I find beautiful, and that's the beauty of it. So your style ends up being your version of perfection. And don't mistake this for being a perfectionist to get your styles. Not that. Perfection here refers to just your idea of what the ultimate aesthetic of your art to be. So your style is just gonna be your version of perfection. And I'm not sure how that helped me. It has somehow, because it's just every painting that I produce, I will look at it and I go, it looks nothing like the other one, but you know what? In this piece, it's my version of perfection today. Point number 8, and this is actually a summary of all the previous points that I made before. And your style, you're able to get to your style by honing in your intuition. And what I mean by that is listening closely to how you feel when you paint, listening closely to your thoughts and how the voice inside and what it says as you are painting. So when you're painting something, and when you start by like, you know, maybe just copying or doing an online tutorial, and you finish it and you go, oh my God, this is amazing. I felt so joyful doing that bit, this bit, that bit. Listen to yourself as you paint, and you will know what you like and what you don't like. Maybe after you've done a tutorial, you go, actually, that was fun, I learned this and that, but I'm not going to do that again. Or maybe you do something else and I'm like, oh my God, that color was so amazing, I'm going to use it over and over again in my next few paintings. And with this listening, this constant listening and feedback loop that we are doing to ourselves and to our art, creates our unique style. It will be uniquely you, no matter what. And in this day and age of you think that everything is so cluttered, everything looks like each other, I believe if you follow these points, you will be able to find your unique style, and you will not be afraid of being an imposter or having your art look like anyone else, because it is all the joy and all the fun and all the benefits of creating art rolled into one. So finding your style, is not like a selfish sort of indulgent thing that artists should avoid doing. I disagree. It is so amazing, so fun to just keep searching for your unique take, your unique style. Don't be afraid to change up. Don't be afraid to try something different, but also don't be afraid to stick to the same thing over and over again. All you gotta do is just listen closely, and I hope you will be happy with wherever you are in your journey. It is your style. Trust yourself, hone into your intuition, listen to that voice. So that's it. Those are my 10 points I wanted to share with you on how I found my art style. Still finding every single day. It's a process, and I hope that that has inspired you somehow, and you can take some of that into your life into how you're finding your art style. Whether you agree with me, sound down in the comments. If there is something else that you really want to contribute to this whole discussion about art style, please share. I'd love to hear what you think. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.